Chapter 2, Life with No Love. Why do obstacles happen? Hey guys, so I'm Missy and I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And with being angry all the time, it definitely gave me like hard or harsh reality because people made it seem like everything was fine. People made it seem like everything was normal. When what I was going through wasn't normal. People made it seem like I shouldn't have the reaction that I had. People made it seem like I shouldn't have said things that I said. And there's certain things that I shouldn't say, yeah, but in this situation and what I'm talking about, there's been many situations where people have tried the fuck out of me and I allowed it because I thought it was okay. And then when it brung up the road rage because they took it too fucking far, now I'm the problem. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people love getting a reaction out of you. Like they love challenging the fact that, you know, they feel like they can dominate you, so they want to see how far they can take it. And now you see I'm alone. I'm alone all the time, just me and my kids, and that's, people say that's not healthy. But it's just like, dang, and I don't want to be this way. But I have two options. I could either be by myself and have peace and still deal with my problems alone and be lonely, or I can deal with people, and people come with problems. Other people's problems is a lot too. My problems is a lot for someone else. It's a lot. I've been a lot for people. I used to have this great friend named Alexis, and I hope she's doing great. I hope she graduated. I hope everything is amazing for her. I feel like me and her fell out, not only because our friendship was very like immature. It was. Our friendship was, not saying like we were acting like little girls, but saying that our fights weren't always worthy of a fallout, but also some of them were questionable. And it was because our friendship was built on trauma. We met in foster care, so of course it wasn't gonna last long. But at the same time, I valued that friendship so much because of her, because of who her character is, because there is some people that's good out here, and her character is very loyal. Like, loyalty is in her, and that's what I valued the most, is that she showed up every single time. Every time I needed her, she showed up. She did. Sometimes people get burnt out of you asking, and that they're allowed to. But one thing I can say, she showed up. There has been friends that I had for years, way before her, that did not show up for me. Every time I asked them, they were either late, they were promising they were going to be here this day, they didn't even answer. They don't answer calls. One day I just stopped answering. My phone was blowing up. Back. I'm not answering for you because you never show up for me. I was in jail one time. This other friend that I had didn't show up for me. I was on the side of the road. This girl, like, we've been through a lot together, and it was time to understand that friendship was done. That's why I didn't feel normal anymore. Love her, wish her the best, but there's certain things that I'm trying to gracefully strive for, and it doesn't have nothing to do with jail. And she is headed down a path that I had to realize that was who she was. You know, this girl was trying to, you know, use fake checks and cash them and say that that's how I could come up, because I was asking her for help, and I'm just like, this is what you're doing. And I always used to ask myself, because in foster care, you got to be careful who you hang with too, because they can get you in trouble. They can, and that risks your life in foster care. When you get in trouble and punishment in foster care, it risks your life, because they be so ready to tell the court. They do. But they do, I'm telling you, they do. They be so ready to report it. And I'm just like, how are y'all here to help us, but y'all ready to punish us to the third fucking degree? Like, we just, don't deserve anything in our life. We don't deserve our kids. We don't deserve a roof over our head. We don't deserve water, food, none of that. That's how they treat you. Anyways, some of them isn't like that though. Like I had a great house parent named Miss Crystal. That was the best one to me. Her and Miss Felicia. I love them both. And Mama Bolton. Mama Bolton. And I feel bad for Miss Amy too. I treated her wrong. I apologize every time though, but still. She made a great point to me one time. She was like, if you keep apologizing, how am I able to, if you keep doing the same thing, how am I able to forgive you just because you apologize? And that's true. And I had bad temper problems. And I'm not saying it's all gone, because healed is just a concept. That's not, no wound is fully healed. It's still gonna have something past that, like that skin, vertebrae, whatever, bone, doesn't matter. It's gonna have something where the tissue is messed up. The line, like it's not gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. Okay, no matter if you can feel it or not. But anyways, I don't even know how we got to that. So, when it comes to foster care, you do have to be careful. You do have to be careful with who you make a bond with, because they could be there the next day and gone. They could be there one day and gone the next. And that's the problem when it comes to life, is that some people is very, I don't know how to put this, but they're very blessed to have a family that's very functional, that strive together. They're very blessed and they don't realize it a lot of times. And they have minimal issues. Like the worst they could have is a family death, or, and when I say that's a minimal issue, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insensitive, it's just, I buried my parents, so it's just like that, I'm probably desensitized from that, and that's why I talk so harshly in that category. So I do apologize. I just don't know how to show empathy in that area, but that's probably the type of problem they will have. The financial issues taken care of because they're a unit. They stick as a unity, so they're not gonna really, they're not gonna struggle that hard. Not all the time, and so they're very blessed to have their family. So when you don't have that, it's just like, it's hard to like see how can you navigate through life and build that. You didn't learn the values that they learned. You didn't, understand what credit cards actually mean. A lot of people, especially people of color, don't know what the value of a credit card will do for your credit. Okay? A lot of people that's my age don't know, or that's older, I know that I met, don't know what loans will do for your credit if you learn how to spend them correctly. A lot of people don't know how to spend a loan correctly. A lot of people are very financially illiterate. I think I'm saying that right. A lot of people are financially illiterate, and they need to pick up a book. They do. I went and got some books. It's okay to read. It is. It's okay to read. I know it seems boring, but you gotta push yourself sometimes. If it's not consistent, that's fine. It just starts off little baby steps. Try to figure out how can you boost consistency. There's some Nero gum that's going around saying that it boosts your consistency. I'm gonna try it. That's why I use air quotes. I don't know yet, so who knows? Because a lot of ads just be lying for that money, so you don't know. But I'm just saying that don't always speak out. I'm sorry, I'm talking in circles, but like, I did want to touch back on that. Don't always speak out when somebody is ready to say something to you. That's going to be your biggest elevator, like that's going to take you to the extreme. It's going to make you hit somebody, because when you're in foster care, a lot of eyes is on you, okay? There's eyes of disappointment, there's eyes of authority, there's eyes of peer pressure. There's eyes of everything. There's eyes of watching you to make sure you're not doing anything. There's eyes on every fucking thing. And so there's a lot of eyes on you that's causing you to feel like this type of anxiety or pressure that makes you feel like you have to act a certain way, or makes you feel like you have to be aggressive because you feel that rage coming on you because somebody is reminding you of your trauma and they're triggering you. A lot of people that is is handling those cottages don't really realize that. They'll think that it's just an act that you put on, when the whole time, no, you're being triggered, and you don't realize that I'm being triggered because you never went through what I went through. You didn't go through it close. And what's crazy to me is that we get people that's in there that never been through none of it, and y'all are surprised that the shit is a shit show because they don't know how to